Welcome to the Petty Show. We're the Bitter Betties, and we're here to give it a go. If you don't like what you see, that's okay, not everyone has good taste. Jeez, we're petty, we're bitter, we're the Bitter Betty Show.
Hey guys, welcome back. We are going down the Oldies road this week, and if you've been watching, I don't know which is going to be out when, but we just did Michael Jackson. They don't really care about us. And now we want to do the Jackson 5, because Carol hasn't heard, well, some of them I haven't heard either. The last few I haven't heard that we've done, and I don't know if I've heard this one. I think I have, but Carol hasn't.
It's a classic. Yeah. I'm excited. I love the Jackson 5.
We're actually kind of excited to educate Carol on the Jackson 5 and Michael Jackson a little bit more. So I'm excited anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's give it a go. Let's give it a try. Carol wants to hear new stuff. By the way, guys, if you're new here, I'm Carol. That's me.
What's up? What's up? Yo, Duque, pick up the phone. Yo. What's up?
With an E.
That's who they're talking about. Carol. That's Carol. Me with an E. But I never really listened to a lot of older music when I was younger. I didn't really listen to a lot of music until I kind of got into like middle school. And definitely was not necessarily my genre of music. So I'm curious. That's all I gotta say. I think I've only ever heard like Jackson 5, like ABC. Like that's about it.
Oh yeah.
And if you haven't heard that, you live under a rock. But other than that, I don't know very much by Jackson 5 at all.
I mean, I will be really shook and surprised if you've literally never heard the song. If either one of you have never heard the song because it was like super popular.
I do believe I've heard this one.
I really thought you would have heard the other song we did. So
I think this one was also played in the documentary.
Yeah, if you've seen the documentary of this, then you've seen pretty much all their like biggest hits for the most part. But like. There's a good portion, I would say, in their like more teens that in the 70s that you might not be as familiar with. So
I listened to a lot of their stuff whenever they were teens too. So I mean, like I was a big Jackson 5 fan.
Okay.
So
not me. I have no idea.
I was allowed to listen to him. So like my parents liked Michael, so I was allowed to listen to Michael.
Okay.
All right.
Well, let's get into it.
Story about a girl I met at school one day.
Cute.
During Sandbox.
That hat.
And we toasted our love during milk break. I gave him my cookies. So we fell out during finger pain. So one day, and that was Monday, and I stepped up to her and I said, when I had you, I treated you bad and wrong, my dear, and God since you went away. Don't you know I
so sweet.
He was like so good, even like always. I don't remember him ever not
Dude,
being
yeah.
so good.
And he's so a little like it was a little animated, like so cute. But now, I do believe I have heard somebody else sing this song.
Probably.
Yeah.
Like, but I had no idea it was a Jackson, like their original, like their song.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I swear I've heard just like that part, like the Who's Loving You. Like I swear I've heard that somewhere.
I think
I
somebody
cannot
turned
place
it
it, though.
country. I think someone's actually turned it country or
Let's
something.
see. Maybe we'll see. We'll see what Spotify says. See if it brings up. Oops.
So sorry, guys.
Jessica Mawboy. I don't know who that is.
I don't know, because I mean, there's a lot of songs with the same name, so it'd
Kelly
be hard. I
Clarkson's
mean, you have
covered it. Jesse
Yeah, I mean,
James
I would-
Decker. Jesse James
I would-
Decker.
Yeah, I would be surprised. Like, I mean, there's a lot of people have done it. Like, it's a super popular like karaoke song, and
Yeah.
it's just been in a lot of. It's just it was one of their big hits. So, but I absolutely love that.
Gotcha.
Like, ooh, that note in the beginning, the run in the beginning, so good, so good for such a little kid.
I mean, and look at him in that cute little like that pink
He looks
hat
so
and
cute.
that, like
Look how nice
like-
they look.
little pimp daddy Michael over there.
They're very dapper, right? Like
Very
they're very
dapper,
dapper.
yes.
Yeah, they're very dapper. It's really cute.
Love it so much.
I really liked it though, and I loved his voice. Even as a little kid, I wonder how old he was here.
Probably about.
I think he was
9
only
or
like
10.
7 or 8. Yeah, like he was young.
Who's the
Well,
other
probably
little
more like
guy?
9 or 10. That was his even younger brother. And then there was
Okay.
2 younger sisters as well. Latoya.
Well, I know Janet. And
Janet, and then
Latoya-
one.
I thought
think there
Latoya
was
was
one
older.
before. Yeah, well, I think Janet was the baby. There might have been one that was even younger than her, or another boy maybe. But I know that there was a much older girl who was, I think, one of the older sisters, and then the oldest
How many
boys.
kids I forgot. How many kids did they have?
100.
Like
Literally
Mhm.
100. They had so many kids. No, there was at least like 7 or 8. There was at least I would say at least, or maybe even 8 or 9.
props
I don't
off
even
to-
know.
props
That
off
actually-
to
that-
Mama, because like 2 and I'm done. Like
Yeah, so I think there might have been I think it might be 8.
That's crazy.
I bet Google
I'm
knows.
so sorry, guys. Excuse me.
I bet
Huh?
Google knows. I bet Google knows. Y'all continue. I'll
Oh.
look it up. Let me see.
Oh no, I was just curious.
sorry to y'all. Today's my daughter's birthday. She wants to show me something real fast.
Happy birthday.
She drew that.
Oh, great job,
It's my
Olivia.
birthday.
That's a
Happy
really good-
birthday, baby girl.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so in total there is 10.
Okay.
10
Okay,
children.
baby.
Wow.
Thank you.
Reppy was the oldest girl, then
Okay.
Jackie was the boy, Tito, Jermaine, then Latoya, then Marlon, then Brandon. Marlon Brandon. That's funny. Marlon Brandon, Randy, and Janet. Or maybe they meant to put Michael. Or no, Marlon was the boy. That's without Michael. Then Michael.
How many would you say
Damn.
there was?
There's 9
10.
siblings. So there's 10 children altogether. That's crazy.
They had their own football
That's
team.
so many kids. Literally,
Yeah,
though.
my
They could have
my
a whole
dad
basketball team.
my dad was the oldest of 9. Well, there was actually 10 children, but they had a baby sister that had passed. So
Yeah.
it went my dad, and then he had a baby sister that passed, and then
Yeah.
the rest. So yeah, my dad was technically then the oldest of 10, right? But we always say
Yeah.
9 because he grew up with 8.
Yeah,
Right.
I used
But
to
yeah.
want 12, and then I had 2, and then I had 1. I had 7. I was like, I don't want no
Yeah,
more.
right.
And
Yeah,
then,
oh, no.
and then when I
Well,
started
damn.
getting older, and I looked at my husband, I was like, we ain't getting no younger. I want 1 more. So,
Yeah.
And I've never wanted any more since. So
Because that's crazy.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, that was the Jackson 5. If there's any that you guys have out there that we should be checking out on the Jackson 5, which I have literally heard like nothing, or that I know of,
There's
right?
gonna be
Like
more,
no,
though.
Yeah.
So-
yeah. Drop that down in the comments for us. Make sure you hit like, comment, hit that sub button for us. Tap that bell if you want notified anytime the Betty's
Belly
drop
flop
or
on that
something new.
bitch.
That's right.
Headbutt it.
Smack it hard. Hit it hard.
Work on it.
And we will see you in the next one. Peace out.
But now these days are gone, I'm not so self-assured.
Look at Ringo's face.
And open up the doors. Thank you for watching the Bitter Betty podcast. But before you go, if you plan on leaving some hate, would you rather us be real, or would you rather us be fake? If you didn't like what you saw, your pennies are probably in the wad. Take your fingers, dig them out, put your head between your legs before you pout. This was our Betty show, and we gave it a go.